I built a hidden world from How to Train Your Dragon 3 in LEGO. My mock of the Isle of Berk felt hollow on the inside, so to add some extra detail, I decided to build the secret home of the dragons underneath the island. We've made a lot of progress, so get out your map and let's fly into the hidden world. We covered the floor of the hidden world in the last episode, but we needed some more detail to add extra depth to the build. In the movie, it's hard to tell where the ground of the hidden world really is. It seems to go down into a deep cave system, so for this build, I wanted to use these dark blue tiles to give the illusion of water or a seemingly endless depth with other black elements. For the color palette, I know I originally said I wanted to only use these dark blue pieces for the back wall, but due to time and part constraints, I decided to compromise and broaden the amount of colors I'm willing to use. I decided to add black back into the mix since it'll help with this illusion of depth, and I added in this dark red color as well. I feel like the dark red does a great job of capturing some of the color that is present in many of the rock formations in the hidden world. To add some extra texture, I used these 2x2 dark red slope pieces across the floor of the MOC to look like various rock outcroppings or colorful structures emerging from the depths of the caves. Don't worry, our secret trapdoor is still there. What do you think I should put in here? Speaking of rock formations though, let's talk about the most exciting part of this build. Last episode we looked at the motor system for the build, and today I'm happy to say that the motor is fully concealed and it works great. I built a blooming flower structure for this part of the build to hide the motor from view, and this also helped to fill the empty space on this side of the build. I built this structure entirely upside down and connected it to the base by inverting the studs with clear headlight bricks, then built around the structure to help conceal some of the support systems. I'm not entirely done detailing this section of the build. Luckily though, my friend Jackie donated a bunch of transparent elements as well as pink and purple bricks that she found that I'll be able to use to add some more detail and color to this vibrant secret world. With this blooming rock structure done, when I turn the motor on, it becomes a scene of dragons flying around the caves below. I'm super happy with how this turned out, and I really like having a motorized system in this build. The movement adds so much to the project. Motors aren't the only electrical feature. I still plan on adding some lights to this part of the build, but that will have to wait while I get the remaining lighting components I need to properly light the caves up. Moving on to the back walls of this build, I took our three main colors and gathered as many bricks as I could find to get this build done. I even made a trip to the LEGO store to grab a few more blue bricks off their pab wall, and luckily they had some really great pieces that are going to come in handy for a certain ice structure that will be appearing in the next episode. Finally, after digging through a lot of LEGO pieces, I was able to get the back walls of this hidden world finished. I added some transparent red brick as well to give a sort of glowing feeling to some of these structures since the rocks are so bioluminescent in the film. The front side of these walls are very flat, but if you look at the back, let's just say I ran out of regular brick. The backs of these walls look really crazy, but I think that's one of the fun parts of a LEGO build, seeing how weird the inside of something might look. These will be covered by the stone wall panels anyway, so this side of the wall won't be visible. Across the wall, I added a couple flower-like structures to bring a little more depth to the relatively flat surface, and I figured these spots will be great locations to add a few dragons overlooking the hidden world. I also added a little space for a dragon nest, mostly because I needed clearance for the flying dragons, but I thought this would be a great place to use some of the egg pieces I have from my Jurassic Park collection. With the walls done, I made sure that they lined up with the underside of the surface world, and while I still need to go through and smooth out a few of the connections, I think it does a pretty good job of hiding most of the color that you're not supposed to see from the outside. The main feature of the hidden world is obviously the structure that Toothless and the Light Fairy stand on, their throne, and I added a few more bricks here to give it a little more detail. To be honest with you, I'm not sold on this part of the build yet, but I'm running out of time before BrickCon in September, so I might have to revisit this later. I'm going to do one more detailing pass over before the finale though, so maybe there'll be some solid renovations to this part of the build too. The last major part of the hidden world is going to be Toothless and the Light Fairy sitting on top of their throne overlooking the mythical world of the dragons. I'm going to be building a second version of my LEGO Toothless MOC as well as the Light Fury, and I'll have instructions for both of them available on my Rebrickable page linked in the description. I just ordered pieces for both of those dragons, so hopefully they'll be here for next episode, and I'll be live streaming the build for the Light Fury, so make sure notifications are on so you're here when we complete that build. The hidden world has been a great addition to this LEGO How to Train Your Dragon MOC, and while the build is 90% complete, there are still 3 major upgrades needed to bring the epic final battle from How to Train Your Dragon 2 to life. The first of those upgrades is going to be the Bewilderbeast, and I have 2 weeks to build Drago's giant Titan-class dragon. The second upgrade are the ice structures from the Bewilderbeast's breath attack. I've started working on those and I'm really excited to get Toothless standing on top of them to challenge the larger dragon. And lastly, you have all been very vocal about wanting to see Cloud Jumper in my recent videos, so he'll be another major addition to this MOC before BrickCon 2025 in September. Unfortunately, I won't have time to add Meatlug, Barf and Belch, or Hookfang, but don't worry, I'm still committed to building every dragon from the How to Train Your Dragon franchise on this channel, and they will be in the next batch of dragons I create. Eventually, there will be a whole flock of dragons from the series, including the big ones like the Red Death. With that many dragons, I might need to make a bigger How to Train Your Dragon mock. Let me know in the comments what else you want to see built in LEGO form from How to Train Your Dragon, like locations, scenes, dragons, and anything else you might think of. My LEGO mock of the Isle of Berk might be finishing soon, but LEGO How to Train Your Dragon is only getting started. Next week's episode is going to be a big one, and we're only a few short weeks away from the completion of this mock, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the big finale. If you enjoyed the video, leaving a like helps me out a bunch, and check out the playlist to catch up on any episodes you've missed. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's always a beautiful day in the Brickstorm.